Also, just FYI, for the next operator meeting, we will be starting at 9 a.m. Okay, good morning, everyone. Welcome to the June operator meeting. Thank you all for being here today. My name is Tyler Vallon, and I will be your host. As you can see, we have a very light agenda for today, but just as a reminder, we will be addressing all questions at the end, but feel free to chat those in as they come to you. Okay, and first and last up, we have Mike Leonard with expired permits.
Thanks, Taylor. This is sort of an ask. We have quite a few expired permits in the database. Some of these are fairly old, over 3 or 4 years old. We're asking the operators to review your processes there, and if you have expired permits that you're not going to drill, we're asking that you abandon those permits, and then we can do the final reclamation inspection on those particular permits and get them off the books so that we don't have to keep checking those. The other thing, I know last operator meeting, I asked for y'all to add on the move in and rig ups, just a brief description. We're still not seeing that from everybody, especially if you're moving back into continue plugging operations. So if you start a plugging and you move off and come back, we'd really like to see that you're continuing plugging operations. It kind of keeps our field staff up to date as to what's going on, and we can track that a little bit better. That's about all I had, unless anybody has any questions or comments.
Yeah, thank you, Mike. We'll leave the chat open here and see if any questions come in within the next few minutes.
Hey, Mike, I was just going to add that anyone can go to the COGIST database search, put in their operator name or number, and they can search by wells with expired permits, and they can find their list. Currently, it looks like there's about 465 when I don't sort by operator. So right. Anyone can just go in there, check their list real quick, and then deal with those permits that are expired.
Yeah, thanks for the reminder, Greg. And we do understand that there's some complications there if it's a federal permit, but I think we can whittle this down quite a ways from that. Yeah, you're right. 400. I get 466, 465 that are out there.
Okay. Thank you, Greg, and thank you, Mike. It doesn't look like we have any questions. Oh, one question. On the form 42 MIRU, is it just for plugging operations, or, for example, do you want pump changes?
So yes, we do want the pump changes. The rule is anytime you're moving in a workover rig to do anything, we need it for pump changes. It's something that the local governments asked for during rulemaking, so that there's some sort of notice as to what's happening out there.
Thank you, Mike. And thank you for your question, Anita.
Penny had a comment.
Yes. Not sure if this is a comment or question. But Penny would like to say that we will be checking final reclamation. Final reclamation will be checked on all Form 4s that abandon the location, as well as all of the wells on the pad.
Yeah, thanks, Penny. That's so what that is if you're going to abandon that permit to drill that well or wells, and you have not built that location, if it's not on an active location, if there's not other wells on that location, we need to abandon that location as well. And that makes it a relatively simple final reclamation. It gets it off your books and ours as well. Thanks, Penny.
All right. Well, it looks like those are all of the questions and comments for today. Sorry, one moment. There we go. And these operator meetings are usually the second Tuesday of every month. Our next operator meeting will be July 9th. And if you'd like to be added to the operator email list, feel free to send me an email at tyler.valen@state.co.us. And that is it for today. Thank you all for being here, and we hope to see you at the next operator meeting in July. This meeting is adjourned.